Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, a podcast dedicated to providing real-life resources for early education professionals. The Teacher's Lounge is hosted by Noelle Dentino and Jessica Day. Together, they bring almost 50 years of combined experience in and out of the early education classroom, offering a wealth of knowledge and practical insights that you need now if you're in childcare. Whether you're a new assistant or making the leap from lead teacher to director, we have you covered. Join us as we delve into the unique challenges and opportunities of each role, sharing our experiences and expertise with practical tools to help you succeed. So, grab a cup of coffee or your favorite drink, and let's jump into the lounge.
Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge podcast. I'm your host, Jessica Day. In this episode, we will be talking about how we shake off the feeling of the daily grind. No matter what we do or how much we enjoy our jobs, we all experience those days or weeks where we feel stagnant and like we need to mix things up to recharge ourselves and our students, to help reignite our love for and enjoyment in our classrooms. This podcast aims to help you recognize when you and your students need to get unstuck from the daily schedule and ways in which you can shake things up while also maintaining your classroom management plan so that the change doesn't create chaos. In early childhood educations, routines are like roadmaps that help guide us through our day. They make things predictable and safe, which is important for you and your students. Routines help everyone know what comes next, like when it's time to eat, play, or take a nap. They give us a sense of security and help our students learn how to work independently. But sometimes, even though routines are great, we might start to feel a little stuck in them. It's like eating your favorite food every single day. It might start to get boring after a while. That's where the need for change comes in. Just like how we need different foods to stay healthy, we also need variety in our routines to keep learning and growing. So, while routines help our days run smoothly, it's also important to know when it's time to change things up a bit. As educators, you're the heart and soul of the classroom. But even the most dedicated teachers can start feeling overwhelmed or less excited about their work. If you find yourself feeling exhausted or less enthusiastic about teaching, it could be a sign that you need to shake things up a bit to reignite your passion and your energy. Just like how when we sense our students aren't fully engaged, we may notice signs of boredom or restlessness among them. If your students seem disinterested or restless during activities, it might be an indication that the current routines aren't keeping them engaged enough, prompting the need for a change. Engaged students are the key to effective learning. So if your current activities aren't fostering engagement, it's time to consider introducing new elements into your routines. Introducing variety into the classroom routines and activities can inspire creativity and curiosity among your students. By offering new experiences and challenges, you encourage them to think creatively and explore their interests more deeply. By embracing change in your classrooms, you can help your students develop important life skills, such as adaptability and resilience. They learn to navigate unfamiliar situations with confidence, preparing them for both success inside and outside of the classroom. Embracing change not only benefits your students, but also contributes to your own well-being. It revitalizes your enthusiasm for teaching and creates a positive and dynamic learning environment that promotes the overall well-being of both teachers and students alike. By now, you're either recognizing that you're at this point, or you're remembering a time when your classroom's daily routine had become monotonous, leaving you and your students in need of a refresh. So, where do you begin? You want to shake things up, but you also don't want to lose the effective rhythm of your day, creating a potential wave of chaos waiting to wash over your classroom. So, Here are some steps to get unstuck. First, reflect on current routines and activities. Take dedicated time to analyze the routines and activities currently in place in your classroom. Assess their effectiveness in meeting the needs and interests of your students. Reflect on what is working well and what areas could benefit from improvement. This introspection is the initial stride towards breaking free from the rut. Second, involve children in decision-making processes. Empower your students by involving them in the decision-making process regarding classroom activities. Ask them for their input on what they enjoy most in the class and what new things they'd like to explore. By giving them a say in decision-making, you are not only fostering a sense of ownership, but also making learning more engaging and meaningful. Third, experiment with new activities, materials, or teaching approaches. Embrace experimentation by trying out novel activities, materials, or teaching methods. Take a bold step into the unknown and see where it leads. Whether it's integrating exciting new activities or adopting a different teaching approach, experimentation injects vitality into your classroom. Remember, it's okay if things don't go perfectly at first. The journey of learning is as important as the destination. Fourth, maintain a calm and well-organized environment during these changes. Introducing changes in routine and established procedures in the classroom can be hectic, but establishing a calm and well-organized environment can ease the process for both you and your students. Set clear expectations and routines while introducing these changes, providing necessary support and guidance. By maintaining structure and predictability, you cultivate a sense of security and stability for your students amidst change. For more practical ideas to get unstuck from the daily routine, refer to our show notes for the link to download a comprehensive list tailored for your classroom needs. When making changes in the classroom, it's important to keep everyone in the loop. Talk to your students about the upcoming changes and why they're happening. Let them know what to expect and reassure them that everything will be okay. Similarly, keep parents informed about the changes through newsletters, emails, or when you're making daily connections with parents at drop-off and pickup times. By involving both children and families in the process, you continue to maintain trust and understanding. Change can be a little scary for young children, so it's best to take it slow. Let's say you're a preschool teacher who wants to introduce a new circle time activity. Instead of suddenly replacing your usual circle time routine, start by adding the new activity as a short segment at the end of your regular circle time. Over time, gradually increase the duration of the new activity until it becomes fully integrated into your routine. This approach helps the children get used to the change without feeling overwhelmed, and it gives them time to adapt at their own pace. While introducing changes, it's also important to maintain consistency in certain aspects of the schedule. Keep key elements of your routine, such as outside time, lunchtime, and rest times, consistent to provide stability for your students. Consistency helps to create a sense of predictability and security, which is especially important during times of change. Once you've implemented changes, it's crucial to monitor how they're working. Pay attention to how your students respond to the changes and gather feedback from them. Note any positive or negative effects the changes have on the classroom environment and learning outcomes. Plan to meet regularly with your teaching team to discuss this transition to changes and be willing to make further adjustments as needed. By continuously assessing and refining your approach, you ensure that the changes contribute positively to the overall stability and growth of your classroom. One of our preschool classrooms has recently experienced all of this. In this classroom, there are two teachers, Miss Donna and Miss Sue. They have been teaching together for years, and their classroom has always been filled with fun and learning. But one day, Miss Donna and Miss Sue started to notice something. Their classroom routines were feeling a bit boring. the kids seemed less interested, and even the teachers felt a bit stuck. They knew it was time for a change. One afternoon, while having their team reflection meeting, Miss Donna and Miss Sue decided some new ideas. They thought about what they were doing in their classroom and realized they had been doing the same things for a long time. So they decided it was time to make some adjustments. First, they asked the kids for ideas. During circle time, they asked the children what activities they liked the best and what new things they wanted to try. The children got really excited sharing their ideas, feeling like their opinions mattered. And then, Miss Donna and Miss Sue looked for inspiration. They talked to other teachers and looked at some resources to get new ideas for activities. They found lots of innovative ideas they could try out in their classroom. Instead of making big changes all at once, they started small. They added some fun games to their morning circle time and put out new toys and activities in their play centers. As time went on, the classroom got livelier. The kids were having more fun and getting more interested in learning. Miss Donna and Miss Sue could see that their students were enjoying the new activities and trying out new things. And guess what? The changes didn't just make the students happy. They made Donna and Sue happy too. They felt more excited and energized about teaching, and they loved seeing their students having so much fun. In the end, Miss Donna and Miss Sue learned that change isn't scary. It's exciting. By trying out new things in their classroom, they created a fun and exciting learning environment for everyone. Incorporating these changes into your classroom enhances the learning experience for students and provides many benefits for teachers. Here are some benefits of implementing change in your classroom. 1. Enhanced engagement. By introducing new activities and approaches, you'll keep your students more engaged and interested in learning. Variety in the classroom keeps things exciting and encourages active participation from students. 2. Personalized learning. Involving students in decision-making allows you to tailor activities to their interests and preferences. This personalized approach to learning fosters a sense of ownership and motivation among students, leading to deeper engagement and better outcomes. 3. Increased creativity. Trying out new activities and materials encourages both teachers and students to think freely and explore innovative ideas. This fosters creativity and innovation, helping students develop important problem-solving skills that they can apply in various areas of their lives. 4. Improved classroom management. Implementing change can breathe new life into your classroom, creating a positive and dynamic learning environment. Students will look forward to coming to class each day, and teachers will feel more energized and enthusiastic about teaching. Better relationships. Involving students in decision-making and trying out new activities can strengthen the bond between teachers and students. This collaborative approach fosters a sense of trust and mutual respect, creating a supportive and positive classroom community. 6. Professional growth. For teachers, implementing change provides opportunities for professional growth and development. Trying out new strategies and approaches allows teachers to expand their skills and knowledge, ultimately making them more effective educators. 7. Improved learning outcomes. Ultimately, implementing change in the classroom leads to better learning outcomes for students. When students are engaged, motivated, and actively involved in their learning, they are more likely to understand and retain information, leading to improved academic achievement. Embracing change in the classroom benefits both teachers and students by creating a dynamic and engaging learning environment where everyone can thrive and succeed. In early childhood education, routine acts as guides throughout our daily activities, providing predictability and safety. However, sticking to the same routines for too long can lead to stagnation. Recognizing signs of boredom or restlessness among students can indicate the need for change. Implementing change offers numerous benefits for both teachers and students. It enhances engagement, fosters creativity, and strengthens relationships. By involving students in decision-making and trying out new activities, teachers can create a dynamic and enjoyable learning environment. Ultimately, embracing change leads to improved learning outcomes, as engaged and motivated students are more likely to understand and retain information. So, whether you're feeling stuck in routines or noticing signs of disengagement from your students, remember that change can revitalize the classroom and benefit everyone involved. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode. Be sure to go to our show notes to access the links to our free resources, the Routine Remix, Practical Strategies for Toddler Teachers, and Preschool Pivot, Strategies to Keep Daily Routines Dynamic. We also want to thank you for your dedication to creating a vibrant learning environment for your students. Embracing change in your classroom not only benefits you as a teacher, but also enriches the lives of your students. Keep up the great work, and thank you for all that you do.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of the Teacher's Lounge. We're so grateful for your time and hope you found our discussion helpful and inspiring. Remember, you are doing an amazing job in the field of early education, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, take care, and we'll be back soon with more resources, insights, and inspirations to help you succeed. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and follow us on all our social medias to stay up to date on the latest happenings inside the lounge. Keep up the great work. We're cheering you on.